another day, another adventure for us, even it's a bad weather here in Puerto Princesa, Palawan. But today we decided to go to Matahong Beach in Puting Buhangin here in Mangingisda. And we searched about this place and it looks nice and beautiful, so we will go there today.
I let her say all that because I cannot spell the name of the place.
Yes, because it's really hard for him.
It's impossible to say.
Yes, especially the Mangingisda barangay.
Yeah, say it again.
Mangingisda.
Mangingisda.
Yes.
It's like a Russian and Ukraine, like that.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Okay. Still raining here. It's a very hot day, but light rain again.
Mm-hmm.
But what can we do?
Yeah.
Instead of stuck inside, we are going to be a little bit wet, but we are going to stroll again.
Yes.
Good morning.
Only one name for the both of you. So as you can see, this is the second largest crocodile that they found here in the Philippines. The second one is found here in Palawan.
By the way, I am Vanessa and I will be your guide for this tour. So I will be guiding you from this point down to the hatchling house and up to the big crocodiles only, and then after which you can proceed to the nature park, which is a self-guided tour. But please be extra careful once you're inside the nature park, okay? But before we go to the hatchling house, I would just like to introduce to you this skeleton over here, and this is his real skin. So this big guy over here is Rio, R-I-O. So Rio here is a male saltwater crocodile which was caught in Rio Tuba River, Bataraza, and that is in the southern part of Palawan. He was purposely retrieved from his natural habitat due to the human-crocodile conflict by a fatal accident to a native fisherman in their area, and it was confirmed that he swallowed only the right leg of the victim. So he is about 17.6 feet long, or around 5 meters, which was the largest crocodile caught alive in the wild in 1990, 1990, but that's only here in the Philippines. But then after 5 months of his captivity, Rio unfortunately died due to internal bleeding and stress related to his transportation. He is also 60 years old when he died, 60. So for his skin, it has no commercial value anymore. Because if you can notice everyone, this is too hard and too dry for the machines to be processed. So the usual skin that are used to be bags, belts, and wallets are the skin of the saltwater crocodiles, which ranges about 3 to 5 years old only. So again, Rio here died at the age of 60, so this is just for display use only. But I just want to clarify that all of the crocodile products like crocodile sisig, crocodile tapa, that they are selling here within Palawan, they are not from here, okay? So they are all from Permanent Farm in Teresa Rizal, and that is in Metro Manila and in Davao City. So this facility is just for conservation purposes only, and a special project of the Department of Environment and Natural Resources here in the province of Palawan. So if before Rio here was the largest crocodile caught alive in the wild, so now Lolong holds the record. So if you heard about Lolong, he has a length of about 20.3 feet or around 6 meters, just a meter longer than Rio over here. But Lolong is not from here and he was never here. He is from Agusan del Sur, which is in Mindanao, and just like Rio, Lolong also died due to stress, and that is stress related to his environment. So if where is Lolong right now, he is now displayed in the National Museum, okay? So our next stop, everyone, is the hatchling house, but before we go there, I would just like to warn everyone, please do not put anything inside the tanks of the young crocodiles, most especially your fingers. Do not tap the tanks and also the nets in order for them to move. because even though they are young, they can still jump, bite, and really cut off your fingers. Cameras, it's okay to take some pictures, but please turn off the flash. And lastly, once we're inside the hatchling house, please be quiet to minimize the stress of the young crocodiles since they are still in their growth development stage. Okay, so let's go to the hatchling house. Thank you so much. So that is our hatchling house, and first 3 tanks that you will see inside there, left and right, are Philippine freshwater crocodiles, and then the rest are saltwater crocodiles. So it is said that you can notice their difference through their spots while they're still young. So the spots of the Philippine freshwater crocodiles are somewhat aligned, especially on the tail area, but diffuse in color, while the saltwater crocodile spots are scattered and much more defined. So that is our quarantine area, everyone. So that is where we place the animals that are mostly confiscated from illegal traders. Once they have recovered and they can still survive in the wild on their own, we release them back to the wild, okay? So reminders that saltwater crocodile doesn't really mean that they only live in salty waters. So they just have salt glands on their tongue, which makes them survive in salty waters. But they can do both fresh and salt water, mostly on the brackish areas. Yung iba po kasi akala hanggang tubig dagat lang po sila. Okay? So po, thank you.
Now I feel nervous because you said about the Dutch guy.
Ah.
They go to the Balaba and I heard that.
Yes po.
May crocodiles. The crocodile also,
But there, I don't know if they do have signages over there.
They don't have. This is macho. He threatened the people. Oops.
And over here at the
Oops.
Migali section.
Big one.
Okay, so this one over here on the first right pen, this one is Aklan. So Aklan over here is a male saltwater crocodile which is about more than 40 to 50 years old, 16 feet long, 1'6". So more over here is a male saltwater crocodile which is about more than 30 to 40 years old, 15 feet long, 1'5". So more over here accidentally attacked a person that is illegally cutting mangroves in his territory. 17 feet long. Okay? So crocodiles can live up to 100 years old, and that is in human years. Okay? So Macmac is somewhat considered as a senior or lolo crocodile. Okay? So here the facility, everyone,
This is
since they are
Macmac.
highly carnivorous, what we feed them is chicken, fish, pork, about 10 to 15 kilograms of meat. But that's twice a week only because they do have slow metabolism. So in fact, in the wild, they can actually survive without eating for 6 months up to 1 year. That's why we don't compare them with corrupt people because they still do have satisfaction, okay? So here in the Philippines po kasi it's connotated if a person is corrupt, so they are crocodiles. Crocodiles have 66 teeth, 33 up and 33 down, and some of it will just fall off and then grow back out and then fall off again and then grow back out. They can change up to 100 to 1,000 times of teeth. Okay, and if a crocodile has his mouth open, that only means he is cooling off, just releasing the heat of his body. So this one over here is Surigao, from Surigao del Norte. And if you can notice the number 3 like sign at the end of his snout. Again, the number 3 like sign at the end of his snout is their nose. Okay? Okay, that one over there moving. So that one is their nose. So they can go underwater for about 2 hours straight. That's for the adults, and for the juveniles, about 45 minutes. So if you're wondering what's the violet over there, the purple color over there at his tail, on the end of his tail, so that one is the medicine for his wound. Okay? So these are all saltwater crocodiles, and they can grow up to 4 to 7 meters, so 4 to 5 for the females, and 6 to 7 for the males. The last left pen. So this is an example of the Philippine freshwater crocodile, which is about 7 years old, 2 meters long. So this species, again, Crocodylus mindorensis, can be only found here in the Philippines and sadly critically endangered. They can grow up to just 2 to 3 meters only, so typical Filipino size. Height-wise still much smaller, okay? So this is the end of our guided tour, everyone. Over there on the right side, there's the reptile house. And then over there is the nature park, which is a self-guided tour. Please be extra careful once you're inside there. And on the left side is the exit, and also where you can hold the live crocodile and take some pictures with it. Thank you so much and have a great day, everyone.
Thank you, Miss. Thank you very much. Hello. Hello.
Palawan bear cat. Oh, cute. Hi, tropical guy. Where are you going? Pupas?
Wandering in the jungle.
Ah, okay. Cool.
Have some trails here in the park. It's a sanitary.
Yeah, I think so.
I have some trail. Bear cat, leopard cat. Come here. Come.
Come. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Very nice greenery. Love it. Oh, my husband is enjoying this place because it's
my
very
natural
greenery and
environment. This is my natural environment. I should live here. Maybe I was born in Europe by accident. But this is where I feel really like home.
That there's just one thing on my mind, and I think it's time for you to realize I want you all to myself. Don't wanna share you with nobody else. So give me something to believe. Will you promise me? Will you promise?
the black. This is school of fishes.
Yeah.
Eh?
Little.
Small.
Small. So many.
Many, yeah, correct.
Many fish.
Maybe it's a crocodile.
I don't know.
A big one.
They have a crocodile here. It's a firefly watching. Firefly.
This is the yes.
I ride a little boat going there.
You have your boat.
Yeah.
You do this tour. Eh? But you have to come at night, right?
Mm.
Look guys, this is an old bridge. Half of it is broken. My gosh. Oops. Gonna fly a drone here.
Nice shoot. This is nice.
Wow. This is mangrove trees. In salt water, and it's a low tide now, and they're supposed to be inside the water after a few hours. You will be famous.
Where I will put you?
Here. What you put me?
Your ticket.
Tell the audience what you put me.
Thank you.
Thank you, miss.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. The van picked us up from the parking area to get us to the resort area. This is called Kamia Bay Resort. We saw from above, from the main road, and we said to visit it. So this is what we see here.
Yes. So we're here at Kamia Bay.
A super huge, massive complex of inflatable sliders and how we call those?
I don't know.
Paradise for kids, and not only.
So now we're having a buko again, and we are enjoying here the view here in Kamia Bay. I miss this because in our place in Greece we don't have this kind of hammock. We have different type of materials. Yeah.
Ah, this is the material counts. Ah,
Yes. And then you can like this.
bravo.
It's a tropical hammock.
Tropical.
And then it's ideal to have a coconut buko juice or a mango juice. And then trees around you, especially the coconut trees.
So you attach this to a trunk, a different trunk,
Nah.
and it survives like that, and
Yeah.
it grows.
Yes. Can't you see here? You have the roots here and started to
Attaches to
Yes.
the trunk, right?
yeah.
Silent night.